this next one, I'm not gonna lie, I can't really read. I can read, but I can't like read. So it's called Tower of. Is that Agabat? Agaba? Aghasba? Can you see it?
Aghasba? Maybe?
Aghasba? I feel bad, man. Y'all can laugh at me. I'm for real. I've been
What
struggling. I've been
what
struggling
language is that?
all day. All day. That's a lot. All week. Because I saw this trailer already. And I have literally been fumbling this name the whole time. But this is the PlayStation trailer. And I think you might be interested in this one. If you haven't seen it before. So we're going to check
I
this
don't
out.
think I have.
And I want your true first reaction.
PlayStation.
All right, Data. What you think?
I only have one concern. I was hoping they were going to answer it. I don't have an answer yet. I really hope that this isn't a sandbox game. This world is way too cool to be a sandbox game. I want some kind of story to introduce me to it. Like,
Now, I'm pretty sure it's a sandbox.
damn,
I am pretty sure it's a sandbox. But,
that hurts. That is such a cool world.
bruh, when I first saw this trailer, I was like, yo, if this is not Power World, if this is not another lawsuit coming, like, yo. And it sucks because this game looks so good.
Honestly, it does. Like, it looks like a really, like, genuinely cool world. Please have some kind of story, even if it's not a big one.
Because
Like,
I really do feel like it's not going to have one. I feel like it'll have like a story, but I feel like it's going to be kind of like how Power World was, and it's more for the experience and the build.
yeah,
Because I hate to say it, when you see characters air gliding, you know it's a sandbox.
You ain't
bro.
lying.
You know it's a sandbox. The second I saw that little air
Yeah.
gliding, I was like, damn, it's a. Come on, her
Yeah.
digging the ground to grow the first. Come on.
Yeah, that's why I was worried about it. Like, it's such a cool world. Like, even if it's like a procedurally generated story and it's not going to be the same every playthrough, like, something that introduces me to this world.
Right.
Like,
Because they could do that.
even if it's done by like different characters every time, even if, you're not hearing the same stories every time, you could chalk it up to, legend or whatever you want it to be.
Mm-hmm.
But like, that is such a cool looking world.
Telling the
Like,
creatures, the
yes.
textures. Because I'm not gonna lie, dude, that's what Power World was amazing. I really enjoyed Power World. The thing that I think really kind of I feel like will get you gassed out with Power World, the lack of story, the thing that's actually pushing you in the game to keep playing wasn't there, in my opinion. And the texture, if that makes sense. Everything, in my opinion, a lot of things in Power World just look the same, texture-wise.
That's fair.
This game, yo, everything looks layered and it looks different. And I mean, I really don't have time to invest heavily into like another sandbox game of this nature.
Yeah.
But I really want to play it. Like,
I don't mind sandbox games like when they're clearly made to be sandbox.
Mhm.
Right? Like games like Minecraft, like clearly made to be sandbox. They're not trying to have any like crazy story element. It's clearly made, you just kind of get poofed into a little world and you do what you're gonna do. You just have some fun.
Mhm.
And I'm okay with that. But when you go out of your way to like make certain creatures and like backstories for stuff and new like intelligent races and like all sorts of stuff like that, and then it's a sandbox, that feels off. Like,
He's like, why would you do that? Why would you take all this time and effort? And we'll never see them again. But I think if this goes the way I think it's gonna go, if I had to play devil's advocate and be blunt, this is a very bad time to be a sandbox game right now.
That's facts, honestly.
You know, especially after, Power World took the beginning of 2024 by storm.
Yeah.
Then you had Zelda that came out this year, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, Zelda came out earlier this year too.
Yeah.
So it's like you had really two juggernaut sandbox games that already engulfed us at the beginning of the year. So it was smart that you brought this out towards the end of the year, but at the same time, the community is very gassed with this type of game at this point.
Yeah.
So I am very curious to see how this one pans out. Maybe it may not get the sales that it needs going into the holidays, and it may see like a pickup maybe at the beginning of the year. Excuse me. Or if I was them, just saying, you might want to like postpone it, but I think it's already out. But I would have definitely postponed this maybe to like January.
Yeah.
Made this like a January or February release.
Yeah, that's a bummer if it doesn't have a story.
But man, this game looked good. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was like, yo, I saw this trailer and I instantly was like, yo, Data would kill this game, man. I was like, the nonsense that we would do with this game is ridiculous. And I think it just says, oh, well, it does say, okay. My bad, y'all. It did say early access is November. So it may have hope. If it's just early access, that's fine. If it's the full game coming out in November, I think it would be pretty bad.
Yeah, they're saying early access comes on the 19th.
Okay.
I'm looking at the Steam page right now. What I'm not seeing on the Steam page is any mention of a story. That sucks.
I'm telling you, man. You see the glider, bro. You see the glider, you know.
That hurts, though.
It's only
put so much work into this world just to have it be a sandbox.
Right. And
that hurts.
And I'm really curious if we ever get if this podcast ever gets to the point where we can actually bring on like actual developers from companies. I would love to ask that question. Like, these sandbox games like this, was this actually a full-fledged game, but maybe they lost funding or they lost time, so
had
they
to trim it down to something smaller?
Yeah. I really don't think this was just a sandbox game. This looks like it was something, and that maybe they just lost funding or time.
It could be, but that still hurts, man.
It does.
I don't like that.
I have to ask, would you cop this though?
I hate myself for it, but probably.
I understand, bro. I understand. Look, we're just being honest. Let us know in the comments would y'all cop this. We just being honest, cause I ain't gonna lie. I like how this game look.